Next year, Money in the Bank will have 2 ladder matches, one for the men and one for the women. Featuring
Hello, Oliver James here. Welcome to my Smackdown live stream. In the ring right now is Paige talking about Backlash. So Paige is currently in the ring. That Money in the Bank briefcase is amazing. I love it.
We will see who's the very best in qualifying matches. Starting.
Probably Randy Orton will probably be one of the qualifiers, I reckon. Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is one of them. Qualifying for the Money in the Bank ladder match is the United States champion, Jeff Hardy. Yes, and by the way, sorry, daughter is not well, so I had to help out my fiance in getting her some medicine and some juice and that. So yeah, that's why I was a bit late. Now she's nodded back off to sleep, which is good. But right now, though, Jeff Hardy is on his way to the ring. I wonder who will he be facing in this Money in the Bank qualifier. I think we do know one guaranteed match today. Daniel Bryan against Rusev is one where we'll probably see like Big Cass come out and attack Daniel Bryan or something, because that is bound to always happen. But yeah, the current United States champion, Jeff Hardy, is on his way to, well, I mean, he is in the ring getting ready for his Money in the Bank qualifier. But I don't know who against. That is the thing. Which is being considered one of the worst WWE. 5 weeks? A 5-week build it's got. The Miz? Ooh. It would be good, though, to see The Miz at least trying to get the Money in the Bank. In the Money in the Bank ladder match. But I don't see it happening. See Jeff Hardy getting the win. But yeah, The Miz is on his way to the ring right now for his match against the United States champion, Jeff Hardy. The winner will be the first SmackDown Live superstar in the Money in the Bank. But yeah, he won it 8 years ago in 2010. Yeah, 4 months later, it was against Randy Orton. That was, yeah. But that was so long ago. Years since The Miz, or when The Miz won the Money in the Bank ladder match. Eight years. Wow. I am a bit annoyed that he's only a one-time WWE champion, and that they pushed him as mainly more of a mid-card guy. But a lot we know, and I believe it could be Jeff Miz also qualifying in that one, and there could be one more match. I'm not too sure, but here we go anyway. The Miz against Jeff Hardy is now underway. I think it will be number 1. Hardy, I think, will pick up the victory today against The Miz.
The Miz was unable to dethrone Seth Rollins, but then given the training for the WWE title that I will give for the Intercontinental Championship, I'm going to make it prestigious.
But yeah, look, I think maybe The Miz might feud with Jeff Hardy in the recent months to come, potentially, or with whoever has it, and feud for the United States Championship. I don't see him being a top guy going after the WWE Championship anymore. That's why I don't see him being in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And if he is, I definitely do not see The Miz winning it.
Rollins is on a different level that night, but so was The Miz. The Miz was transcendent. The Miz is simply calling his shot if he's going to win Money in the Bank and capture WWE Championship.
Oh, good move there from Jeff Hardy. Sending The Miz into the barricade. Yeah, can do.
Down a little bit. Your chest area.
On a commercial break at the minute with The Miz and Jeff Hardy in the ring. Sorry about that minor bit of absence. You know, as I was on my stream, why I was late is obviously because my daughter is not well, but actually also my fiance is also not well. So I just had to quickly tender to her just then as well. So I've got to look after two of them whilst they are ill, but I don't mind that, to be fair. So that's why I just popped away for there. But yeah, no, currently a commercial break at the minute, but I do think Jeff Hardy will defeat The Miz and will be the third man qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match and the first one from SmackDown Live. As I was saying, I would like to see The Miz in the Money in the Bank ladder match, but I don't see him winning it because obviously he's like a veteran. He's like a John Cena. He's like an Undertaker. He's not as old, but he's like a veteran. And the WWE want like the new young blood to win the Money in the Banks, like a Roman Reigns, probably a Finn Balor, a Braun Strowman, maybe a Jeff Hardy. But they don't want The Miz quite clearly. They probably see The Miz as like that mid-card type of little chump who will win something, be his pedestal for a month or two, and then take a beating and lose his championship. But yeah, I mean, I don't really mind who wins it, but I think it will be Jeff Hardy who will probably prevail and qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. That is who I think probably will qualify for it. But yeah, I did also hear that Daniel Bryan will be up against Rusev tonight, and I think Big Cass will come out and attack Daniel Bryan either during the match, before the match, or after the match. And as Paige said earlier, because obviously I was a bit late, so I couldn't really say Sorry, I'll just turn it up a bit. As I couldn't really, obviously, as I wasn't there at the very start, Paige did come out and announce that, obviously, you know, about Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles' match. You will hear from both of them today regarding the finish at Backlash. But yeah, so Jeff Hardy and The Miz are still in the ring, battling for a spot to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match in, I think, 5 weeks' time.
One of the biggest wins of his career against Randy Orton. There's a lot of momentum right now for Jeff Hardy. Knocked off Randy Orton, defended the United States title this past Sunday at Backlash for the WWE Network.
But yeah, Jeff Hardy did defend his title against Randy Orton at Backlash successfully, while The Miz was beaten against Seth Rollins. In my opinion, a very good match, even though Backlash was considered a failure. Oh, The Miz dropping Jeff Hardy with a good move. And a kick out at 2 from Jeff Hardy. A good kick out there at 2.
Trying to slow down the high-speed offensive Jeff Hardy, the Money in the Bank contract hanging high above the ring here tonight.
So yeah, just to say, if you haven't already, you can like this video and also subscribe to my channel, and you can also talk to me, or if you've got anything to ask or say at all, or talk to me, you can talk to me. You can chat to me in the chat if you want to. If you've got anything to ask, anything to say, you can chat to me in the chat. You can like the video, and you can also subscribe to my channel. So The Miz is in control of Jeff Hardy at the minute. If you've got anything to say in the chat, I will chat back, either typing it, or I will say whatever you say in the chat. I will say it either out loud or I will type back. But The Miz is in control of Jeff Hardy at the minute. But yeah, Jeff Hardy's coming back into the match, and I see Jeff Hardy winning, obviously. Like I've said about 100 times now, but oh, The Miz trying to go for skull, countering Jeff Hardy's move, throwing him out of the ring. Miz, puts Hardy of the barricade. I see someone's in, so how are you doing this fine evening? Whoever's watching, I hope you are well. Jeff Hardy's on the way back here. He is on his way back, and that's a good move from Hardy. Good flying move, puts The Miz down. Jeff Hardy there, putting The Miz down with a good leap off the barricade and putting The Miz down with a good move there off the barricade. So how is everyone this fine afternoon? Well, evening, I should say, sorry. Or it could be afternoon wherever you're from, or evening, but for me, yeah. Good counter from Hardy. Oh. 2. Kick out at 2 from The Miz. Kick out at 2. This is actually a very good match. This is enjoyable. It's not one-sided. Both superstars are getting in a good offense. They are both dominating at times of this match.
Fighting for everybody. I have more minutes away from The Miz, or he's a tremendous superstar.
Twist of fate, no? No, backslide. No, it won't be coming. Oh, it might be. Might be coming. The backslide, no. Oh, twist of fate! Connects! Like I said, Hardy would be going to the Money in the Bank. Now he's going to go up top for the Swanton Bomb. Unless The Miz can counter it. And he has. He's rolled out of harm's way. He moves. Oh. Oh. What a move. Right onto the side of the ring. Who is going to qualify for this Money in the Bank ladder match. But yeah, we are on yet another commercial break. Here we are in a commercial break. Jeff Hardy was in control, hit a twist of fate on The Miz, went to go up top for the Swanton Bomb. The Miz rolled out of harm's way and then slammed Hardy down on the side of the ring. It's already been a good start to SmackDown. 21 minutes into SmackDown. It's been a brilliant match. It's been about nearly 15 minute match, nearly, I think. Roughly that. It's been a great match. The Miz and Jeff Hardy, who I think will probably feud later on down the line for the United States Championship. Whoever wins it later on, I should say. Yeah, I've written in the top chat that I will just be 1 second. I'm just quickly nipping to the I put in the chat that I will be just 1 second. I'm just quickly nipping to the toilet. That's why if anyone comes in, sees an empty stream, they will all go away. But look, man, no one stays in my streams anyway. I'm lucky if I get someone to stay for like a minute anyway. But I'll just be 2 seconds. Yes, I am back now from my little toilet break. I would obviously like to ask a question, and obviously people can write in the chat when someone comes in, if they come in once I'm asking the questions, or they can write it in the comments. Because obviously I can see how many viewers I get, but then I get one viewer, then like about 5-6 seconds later, not even that, sometimes I have 0. So I'm just wondering, why don't people stay in my streams long enough? That's what I want to know. I know I'm nothing like a con man or whatever, and I don't have all these gadgets, like, I mean, myself in like a top corner bit up there, like the people fighting there, like my donation thing up there, blah blah blah. I don't have all that, obviously, but it doesn't mean that my streams are boring or anything. But yeah, I would ask that anyway.
There's no substitute for experience and ring awareness in this industry. Miz has been around for a long time and knows all the ways to capitalize on an opponent's error. That's exactly what we saw.
To be fair, right, the first ever live stream I'd done on SmackDown Live, I got my most views. It was like 130 something views. Each week it has been decreasing. It has been decreasing, so I don't think I will get as many tonight. that I probably got in the previous weeks. Anyway, but the Miz kicks out at 2. This is still the Money in the Bank qualifying match. Jeff Hardy against the Miz. It's been a very good match. It's been back and forth. It's not been just one-sided. Anyway, it's been like, you know, they both had a good offense. Obviously, Jeff Hardy hitting a twist of fate on the Miz, trying to hit a swanton, and I thought that was game over. Whisper in the wind to the Miz. Kick out 2.5. The Miz kicks out 2.5. I think Jeff Hardy is getting just a little bit frustrated now. He must be. He must be getting a little bit frustrated. And Hardy again. Oh, and nearly another twist of fate. Oh, good move there from Jeff. Kicks the Miz to the outside. What a move. Fabulous move there. Great move there from Jeff Hardy. Hardy will probably beat the Miz and be the first SmackDown Live man in the Money in the Bank ladder match as well. He's back into the got him there. I reckon here we go. I reckon it's a swanton bomb which will connect. Managing to counter it, run up there and knock Hardy off the top rope, kind of.
Hardy, hang on to your dear life. Body shot to the Miz. And look at this hair around the back door of the Miz. And now Hardy.
Oh, lovely move. Oh, the Miz has kicked out again at 2 and probably 3/4. I thought Hardy had him again. I thought Jeff Hardy had him, but the Miz again has kicked out. Great match this is. Oh, again he kicked out. Wonderful. Ooh, the way that his neck, well, head and neck, bounced off the floor there. And he's still in this match. Cardiac arrest. What? Oh. Twist of fate. No! Skull crushing finale. No! It's a roll up. Oh! My wordy. Cardiac arrest.
He was. He has a clue where he is. I'm not sure Jeff knows either. Out there.
Twist of fate. Connects again. Another twist of fate again. And then as we will see it, a swanton bomb. And then it will be match over. And Hardy will be going to the Money in the Bank ladder match. Swanton bomb connects. 1, 2. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? The Miz is going to the Money in the Bank ladder match. What the hell? Hardy hit him with a twist of fate, and a swanton bomb. And then obviously Jeff Hardy was pinning him. I think it was like one or 1 and 2. No, because it was here. It was a beautiful swanton bomb. And then obviously Jeff Hardy pinned Jeff Hardy. And the Miz is going to Money in the Bank. That's a match that is. It was only 3 people so far. The Miz, Braun Strowman, men qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match. A few more qualifying matches apparently. Oh, now there's Sheamus. Eating something, not looking too impressed.
What are you doing?
Oh, Cesaro. Huh.
They're the only thing that makes me feel better after losing the Xavier Woods match. All right? I mean, I thought you had him. I mean, you were like a hawk hunting a mouse, and then, he just split through your claws and squeaked by, Yeah, I know. I was in the match. It was a bigger upset losing to Woods and Liverpool losing to Chelsea last week. But I would have won that match if it wasn't for those two muppets outside the ring. Well, I mean, I try to help, it's two against two. It's not fair, but, I just think if, not with me, Woods wouldn't have gone away that easy, Excuse me? Well, no, that's what to say. You would have done better? Really? I think it would have done better. You? Yeah, of course. Come on. Oh, well, now you are. How about you face Woods tonight and see if you can do any better? I think that's a great idea. You know what? Nobody makes a fool out of the market 2 weeks in a row. Come on.
Go on. Yeah. There you go. So face.
That's not funny. That's my gear bag. That's not funny at all. Why are you laughing? Stop this. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah? See? So that's funny what happens to you, huh? What the hell? Seriously. Pancakes. 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 The Lord has got slapjack, but there's no laughing matter.
So yeah, the New Day pulling a little stunt there on the bar. Oh, okay, so it is Daniel Bryan against Rusev, a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Maybe Daniel Bryan might win the Money in the Bank ladder match. Maybe. If he qualifies, if he can beat Rusev Day. Charlotte Flair versus Peyton Royce tonight. That's a SmackDown Live qualifying match. Who will join Ember Moon from Raw in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match? But yeah, we are going to a commercial break at the minute. But yeah, who will join? Well, yeah, so we should know by the end of SmackDown Live there should be 4 men in the Money in the Bank ladder match. There will be Strowman, Finn Balor, The Miz after that unbelievable match against Jeff Hardy. It is one of the best matches I have seen, not on a pay-per-view. And then it's obviously going to either be Daniel Bryan or Rusev, and then obviously in the women's Money in the Bank, we only know it was Ember Moon from last night. And so it's either going to be Charlotte Flair or Peyton Royce who will join Ember Moon in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. But yeah, as we've reached a commercial, I will do my thing again. If you haven't already, you can like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can talk to me on the chat, if you got anything to say to me on Patreon and any other things that I can hopefully help you out with. I will try and do that for you. So yeah, I guess they were just building up for Cesaro to face Xavier Woods, because obviously Xavier Woods beat Sheamus last week, so I presume that they're going to do Cesaro beating Xavier Woods this week after Xavier Woods beat Sheamus last week. So yeah, that is what I am presuming that is going to happen today. That is, I do presume. But yeah, it was an unbelievable match between Jeff Hardy and The Miz. It was brilliant. Jeff Hardy virtually had the win, and then obviously The Miz countered it, because obviously Jeff Hardy hit him a swanton bomb, 1, 2, and then The Miz countered it, rolled him up, 1, 2, 3. The Miz has qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match. He is the third competitor. He is the first from SmackDown Live, and there's still one more SmackDown Live qualifying match tonight, which is Sheamus. It's Daniel Bryan versus Rusev, and then there's obviously one more women's ladder match as well. There is a women's, not ladder match, but I mean qualifying match for the Money in the Bank tonight, which is Charlotte Flair versus Peyton Royce, and the winner will join Ember Moon. For a place at Money in the Bank. They will join her. So yeah, there's still a lot to get on with tonight. Obviously, we are in a commercial break. That's why the sound is muted. Because I try and put the sound a bit high so you can hear it. Obviously, that is what I try and do, rather than you just hearing me talk all the time. I try and give you a chance to at least hear some of the action that is going on.
I can assure you when Sandy gets to SmackDown Live, they're going to turn this place upside down.
They will arrive on SmackDown Live. We don't know when, just like the other man, Andrade Cien Almas as well. We don't know when. We don't know when he's arriving on SmackDown Live. Just like now, Sanity. Who just had like a little video package thing of them arriving at some point, but we don't know actually when they are going to. It just says coming soon to SmackDown Live. So yeah, we got no idea when they are going to arrive on SmackDown Live, I don't know much about, obviously, Andrade Cien Almas or Sanity, really. I know, like, Eric Young because of his days in TNA, which I don't really watch, but I watch bits of TNA, blah, blah, blah. And all I know about Andrade Cien Almas is that he was the former NXT champion until TakeOver the night or 2 nights before WrestleMania, when he lost it to Aleister Black. So yeah, Andrade Cien Almas and Sanity still to arrive on SmackDown Live. I would have preferred Johnny Gargano, to be fair, to be called up to the SmackDown Live roster rather than Andrade Cien Almas. But obviously it was not Gargano's time yet, which is a shame, really, because I like him. Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura talking backstage.
Yes. I am English, but I've forgotten it. So now, no speak English.
Okay, well, before you forget how to speak English again, is there anything that you would like to say to AJ Styles?
Yeah, so he forgets to speak English. It is funny. AJ Styles is nuts. What?
We are not finished.
We are not finished. So what? Are people enjoying Shinsuke Nakamura's heel turn? I don't see why you've turned him a heel, to be fair, because he's not really done anything amazing. He just keeps on low blowing AJ Styles. Now that's nothing brilliant, but yeah, if you enjoy Nakamura's heel turn, you can obviously tell me in the chat or in the comments or anything else like that. You can do. But yeah, Carmella did defend the championship successfully against Charlotte Flair. But yeah, look, I could see either AJ Styles or Nakamura turning heel, but when obviously Nakamura did, everyone was, oh my god, it's going to be amazing. The matches are going to be brilliant, and they've actually not been that good at all. So I thought him to be a better heel than he has been, unless like they're just slowly warming him into being an unbelievable heel.
Charlotte Flair. I be Charlotte Flair. I be Charlotte Flair. I be Charlotte Flair. And now it's time to party. But not in a low-rent city like Baltimore. Now I'm going across the pond to London, England to throw the greatest event in Britain. That's right. Next week, this princess is throwing a royal celebration.
A royal celebration in London, England next week. Wow.
Meghan, the whole royal family are not. You know who else is invited? Ric Flair. Speaking of Ric Flair, did you know he has a daughter? Yeah, her name is Charlotte Flair. And I beat her. Because
Carmella is a fantastic heel. Now that's what a proper heel should be like. So Shinsuke should take some tips from that. But anyway, here we go. Charlotte Flair is on her way to the ring for her qualifying match against Peyton Royce to see who will join Ember Moon in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We wonder who will join Ember Moon. Will it be Charlotte Flair or will it be Peyton Royce? I will go with one Charlotte Flair. I was wrong earlier by going for one for Jeff Hardy. But I think this one's a bit too obvious. Well, to be fair, I said that last match as well when Jeff Hardy was beating The Miz, and I thought he was until The Miz rolled him up. That actually stunned me, that did. So yeah, how is everyone this fine morning? Well, I say morning, it's 1:43 where I am. So how is everyone this fine afternoon or night? So it's gone into another commercial. So yeah, Carmella, no, it's Charlotte Flair against Peyton Royce. I see Charlotte Flair winning this match. You know, I don't see Charlotte Flair, if she does qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match, I don't see her winning it. I don't see Ember Moon winning it. Probably someone, maybe like someone from Raw will probably win it, just like the men's one, because they didn't have it last year and it was on SmackDown. So why would they give it to SmackDown 2 years running? They might give maybe the women's one to make SmackDown Superstar, and then the men's one probably to someone like Roman Reigns, who will probably get like a second chance at qualifying when no one else probably will. But yeah, that is probably what is gonna happen. It would be unfair, but yet it would be very, very, very expected because it's Roman Reigns, and you know he's Vince's little bitch, as he's called Brock Lesnar in the past. But yeah, no, he clearly is. They're trying to make him into a John Cena, but they're failing because Cena was actually cheered for like the first which is unbelievable. You know, that he has to get cheered when he's with his two little brethrens or brothers, as people say, bros. No, last night and I heard Jason Jordan was returning, but he didn't actually return last night on Raw, which was a shame, really, because I thought he was. I thought he was actually coming back, but yeah, he hasn't as of yet. But yeah, so it's Charlotte Flair and Peyton Royce qualification match for the Money in the Bank ladder match in 5 weeks. So hopefully this one becomes a better pay-per-view than Backlash, because obviously Backlash has been called one of the worst pay-per-views in many in like many a year. But that was because they had WrestleMania. A week or so, or a week and a half later, they had the Greatest Royal Rumble. A week and 2 days later, they had Backlash, so they didn't really build for it. But now they've got 6 weeks, or give or take 5 to 6 weeks. They've got until June 17th, Sunday, June 17th. So yeah, I'd say about 5 to 6 weeks to build for this Money in the Bank ladder match. So yeah, June 17th is Money in the Bank.
In the middle of the ring, one Money in the Bank contract hanging on his phone, which is only one man left to climb. Now that does add up to a winner or future WWE champion, but it does add up to a perfect 10.
They're not really doing much with Ty Dillinger at the minute, just like little backstage things of him on the phone trying to get R-Truth.
Once I climb that ladder, snatch the Money in the Bank contract, and cash in. Whoever the champion might be, better get ready to feel the blow.
So yeah, Charlotte Flair still in the ring. We are awaiting the arrival, obviously, of Peyton Royce for this match. So here comes Peyton Royce on her way to the ring now. From the Iconics. Now they're going to talk some rubbish right now anyway. But they are also fantastic heels. They are Iconics. They are brilliant heels.
So sorry for your loss. But with you are still an inspiration.
I think they are like me. I think they are English. Oh no, they're not. How stupid of me. They are Australian. You know, I've just made myself look like an absolute moron in front of everyone. They are Australian, they're not English. Oh my days. It's just one of those days. Oh yeah, Charlotte. I'm showing now a picture of Charlotte Flair after her defeat Backlash 2 days ago to Carmella, who is going to host a royal celebration next week in London, England. I think they should do less chit chat, more wrestling. Because look, man, this show was only on for 2 hours. It's not like Raw. It's not a 3-hour show, which I think is a bit harsh. SmackDown Live was a 3-hour show, but yet though SmackDown Live, despite it being 2 hours, is actually a better show than Raw. To be fair, even though Raw have got the better superstars, doesn't make sense.
Oh, I call it disappointed by Charlotte. Hey, I think I hear it that way. Oh, no, I mean you're good, but you're not that good. Let me try. Okay, go. No, stop. No. It's only funny when Charlotte does it. Well, I guess I'll just have to make her do it again. Right now! Sorry,
So yeah.
Charlie.
So yeah, with Peyton Royce saying that, we all know Charlotte Flair is going to win and qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. The future is iconic, apparently. So yeah, we can see Charlotte Flair going to win this match. 1 for Charlotte Flair, 2 for Peyton Royce. I'm going to go with 1 Charlotte Flair to win the match. What does everyone else think?
That Charlotte has got that. Listen, thus far in their short time on SmackDown Live, the Iconics have had Charlotte Flair's number. And they believe because of the acting victory against Asuka And Becky Lynch.
So because I do presume Billie Kay will probably try and get involved in this, then I would probably see either Asuka or Becky Lynch probably coming to the ring to help out Charlotte, if Charlotte needs it, that is, which she probably will. Charlotte Flair starting this match strong. What a good elbow there from Peyton Royce. Oh, a slap there from Charlotte Flair. The Flair chop. Can she qualify? Of course she will. Charlotte Flair will. Charlotte throws Peyton Royce out of the ring as we go to another commercial break. So yeah, Charlotte Flair in control there, and I see Charlotte Flair obviously winning the match. How do you think the stream is going at the minute after 48 minutes? I would like to hear from anyone. I mean, it would be a pleasure to hear from people, either in the chat or in the comments once the video goes up on YouTube. After this, obviously. But yeah, we are currently on a commercial break. We got about an hour or so left of the show, and we've still got Daniel Bryan Rusev Money in the Bank qualifying match, which I think Daniel Bryan will win, hopefully, unless like Big Cass screws him out of it, and then it goes to Rusev, which wouldn't surprise me. And then we probably got to hear from like AJ Styles, and then we'll probably see like Randy Orton or something like that as well. Yeah. I will return in just 1 second. I think I can hear my daughter. Be back in once. Blah blah blah, Hello, yes, I have returned from this quick toilet break / checking on my daughter because she is not well, as I said at the start of my live stream. So yeah, as I can see, there is one person viewing this live stream. I will say hello to you. I hope you are well. If you would like to have a conversation, then you can talk to me in the live chat, and I will obviously reply to you in any form, either talking out loud so you can hear me, or I will respond by typing back to you. It's completely up to you. If you want to, you can like this video, and you can also subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter at the Oliver James, and other stuff which I've got in the description below. So it's your choice, or you don't have to say anything. It's entirely up to you. I'm just grateful that someone is actually watching the stream and has stayed quite a while, so I guess that you're just putting up with it or bearing it, that it must be all right enough for you to have stayed quite a while. So I do thank you for that. Smackdown Live is coming back on now anyway. So yeah, and Charlotte Flair is now on the floor in the outside of the ring, so I do presume Peyton Royce must have been on the fence in the break.
what happened is that Billy Kay served as the perfect diversion for Charlotte Flair and Peyton Royce took advantage. The iconic, the Australian duo.
So yeah, that is not too bad indeed. So yeah, obviously the Iconics joined SmackDown Live in the Superstar Shakeup from NXT. She's keeping Charlotte Flair down at the minute, as it stands, which is a good thing for her. But I still don't see her qualifying for the Money in the Bank ladder match over Charlotte Flair. I do not see that at all. Oh, and that's a great move as well, throwing Charlotte Flair into the middle turnbuckle. Charlotte Flair is just out of it, and Charlotte Flair kicks out at 2. Yes, so Charlotte Flair kicked out there at 2, but the Peyton Royce of the Iconics is in control of this match so far.
The winner of the Money in the Bank ladder match for the men's and women's will give a contract for a year-long period for a women's championship.
So yeah, and as they're saying, if you can hear what's going on, then as you heard, but if you didn't, then obviously, as I think everyone knows, the man and the woman who wins the Money in the Bank contract will have it for a year-long period. If they don't cash it in by next year's Money in the Bank ladder match, then they've lost all their rights to it, obviously. But I mean, the new men's Money in the Bank briefcase looks brilliant. It's green. It looks very nice actually, and the women's one is the same as it was for Carmella, which is white. Good counter there from Charlotte Flair. Now Charlotte Flair starting to take control of this match now, which is good. So they are live. WWE are live in Germany on Thursday and Friday. Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live both come from London, England next week. Which mean okay, I'm English, but I'm not from London, England, so I couldn't go and see them anyway. I couldn't go and see it anyway, but I will try and obviously stream for Monday Night Raw because on a Monday for some reason my live stream is not as good as what it is on Tuesdays for SmackDown Live, because my last 3 or 4 weeks for SmackDown, it's been a good stream that I've had that I can last the whole way. I think it was 1 week where I missed out on the main event, but I mean Monday Night Raw I've not actually done the live stream for. I'd done about 20 minutes yesterday, and then obviously the stream cut out and didn't work, so I deleted the whole stream because I don't see the point of me just putting up 20 minutes out of 3 hours. So yeah, so hopefully at some point in the future I can do both streams on a regular basis. Yeah, Charlotte Flair, good move on the outside to Peyton, taking down Billy Kay and Peyton Royce. Now back on the offense against Charlotte Flair. Who will qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match? Peyton Royce or Charlotte Flair? This is also not a bad match as well. This is not a bad match either. Charlotte Flair kicks out there at 2. The only one who was gone for a cup is Peyton Royce, because obviously just one move from Charlotte Flair, and I think that will be game, set, and match, obviously. Good elbow there from Charlotte Flair. And Billy Kay on the app. Billy Kay interfering without the referee seeing. And Peyton Royce, 2 and 3/4, and Charlotte kicks out. Charlotte Flair kicks out at 2 3/4. I actually thought Peyton Royce had it just now. And then like a lovely spinning kick there from Peyton Royce, and it was like 2, and then the referee actually had it down and she kicked out. Charlotte Flair rolled up Peyton Royce there for 2. Oh, and she's missed the kick. Big kick from Charlotte Flair. Big kick from Charlotte Flair, who's back on the offense now. Peyton Royce is down. Charlotte Flair's starting to get some momentum here now to try and qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Peyton Royce got the knees up, counted Charlotte Flair's. And Charlotte Flair kicks out again. Peyton Royce is getting very frustrated. And Charlotte Flair kicks out again. Peyton Royce is getting very frustrated in the ring. Because Charlotte Flair's kicked out, I think, like 5 or 6 times now. We all know now that Charlotte Flair is going to win the match. If you're kicking out like 5 or 6 times in a match, then you're obviously going to win. Then you're obviously going to win the match.
The matchup this past Sunday at Backlash was not 100% tonight.
Charlotte not 100%, but yet she's kicked out 6 times and she'll probably win the match. Brilliant. Good counter there from Charlotte. And it's like a spear. Spear there from Charlotte. And Peyton Royce kicks out at 2. But yeah, the Iconics have done well here. Peyton Royce rolls up Charlotte. Charlotte kicks out at 2. Charlotte rolls up Peyton Royce for 2. She's going for the figure 8. No, figure 4, sorry, I should say. Figure 8, yeah, no, it is. And she taps. Peyton Royce taps out. Charlotte Flair's going to Money in the Bank. Charlotte Flair has qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match for the women's one. She will join Ember Moon, which I was correct with my prediction of 1 Charlotte Flair winning this match. But yeah, she managed to win the match via submission. She got Peyton Royce to tap out to the figure 8. To the figure 8 leg lock. Peyton Royce tapped out. Peyton Royce is not going to the Money in the Bank, no. Billie Kay frustrated on the outside of the ring. Yeah. So yeah, Ember Moon and now Charlotte Flair. So that's only 2 out of 8 as well for the women's ladder match. Remember, 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown Live will be in the ladder match. Because now, obviously, every pay-per-view now is a dual-branded event. It's not just SmackDown pay-per-view and Raw pay-per-view. Because that was a good concept in some ways, but now they are all dual-branded events. It's going to be interesting and good pay-per-views. A Royal Celebration next week, yes, as Carmella has said, it will be from London, England. Daniel Bryan beat Big Cass at Backlash, and he gets a Money in the Bank qualification match this tonight against Rusev. Then obviously Big Cass did tap out to the yes lock, and then obviously Big Cass attacked. Did attack Daniel Bryan at the end of the match. Big Cass will be very happy with himself. He doesn't care. Daniel Bryan backstage, warming up.
Honestly, the stakes are so high tonight. Any pain that you're in, you have to fight through. Sure, Big Cass attacked me from behind again. But let's not forget why he attacked me. It's because I made Big Cass tap out. As for tonight, this is my first step towards winning the Money in the Bank contract. And last time I held that contract, I cashed it in on the Big Show and became champion. Actually, right here in Baltimore.
Oh, yes, it was. When Daniel Bryan cashed in his Money in the Bank contract, was where they are in SmackDown Live tonight, Baltimore. But will Daniel Bryan be the fourth man qualifying for the Money in the Bank briefcase? I hope so, but I think Big Cass will screw him out of it, as they will probably continue their rivalry at probably Money in the Bank. But yeah, Xavier Woods will face Cesaro tonight. Well, not tonight on SmackDown Live. That is up next. That is up next. I see, and it's another commercial break, but I see Cesaro actually picking up the win, which will probably frustrate Sheamus. Which will obviously frustrate Sheamus because he lost to Xavier Woods last week. And obviously he lost to Xavier Woods last week, so yeah, I do see it probably frustrating him, which is good. I don't care. So yeah, it will probably, but yeah, Cesaro has got Xavier Woods, and that match is next after this commercial break. So yeah, if you haven't already, remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Facebook at the Oliver James, and other stuff that I've got in the description below. If you want to know anything else more, you can either talk to me live during my stream in the chat, or you can leave it in the comments below once the video is up on YouTube. Yeah, you can comment how you think the streams are going, if there could be any improvements. I will take all of your comments on board. If it is criticism, it's criticism. I can take criticism, and then I'll try and obviously make it into constructive criticism to turn it into positives rather than negatives. But that is the way of life. I will obviously be getting criticism for these, probably because it's just probably a plain boring stream with just a little chat which no one chats to me on, and just a big screen of me, which rarely anyone tunes in. It has had this one person which has viewed my stream now for I think about 20-25 minutes, which I am very appreciative of. But yeah, if you want to chat to me, you can do. It would be nice to hear from you. It would be nice to hear from the only one who is watching my stream tonight. Which, I mean, that happens every stream. I get just the one person. Sometimes stays there for maybe 20-25 minutes. Sometimes the odd person chats to me on the chat, which is nice to see. Nice to see my viewers chatting to me, and hopefully it can happen tonight. If not, then that's fair enough. I fully understand, and it's just nice to have you here. So yeah, we had a hell of a match to start off SmackDown Live. We had a fantastic match. Where Win is now joined by Charlotte Flair of the Iconics. Tap out to the figure. Well, it sucks that you're. I mean, you're probably you watched yesterday too. Thank you. I tried yesterday, streaming for about half an hour before obviously my stream cut out for Raw, which is frustrating because I would love to do both Raw and SmackDown, but it only seems like I get at the minute usually. Well, I mean, you're thanking me for the stream. I thank you for tuning into my stream, and I will try and keep it up as much as I can. Obviously, where you are. And you're very welcome. Thank you.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world's famous 4-down chance and feel the power!
So yeah, the New Day are on their way to the ring. Here we go. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. So yeah, they will be on their way to the ring to face up against Cesaro from the bar. But will Xavier Woods make it 2 wins out of 2 against members from the bar, or will it turn out to be 1-1 between the bar and the New Day? Because Xavier Woods is going to face up against Cesaro now anyway. So yeah, the New Day on their way to the ring. New Day rocks. So yeah, if you can remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and obviously to click the notification bell, so then you know whenever I'm going to do a live stream or anything, it will come up, so then you can always come in and see it. Remember to follow me on Twitter at the Oliver James, and many more things as well in the description. I haven't put up like my Facebook or Instagram or anything as of yet. But yeah, it is very nice to have you here watching my stream. I really do hope that you enjoy it. You are the only constant viewer that I've had all night. I've had people come in for like a few seconds then leave. So yeah, I do appreciate you sticking around for so long, and thank you for the like on the video. So yes, the bar are on their way to the ring now. Cesaro is facing up against Xavier Woods of the New Day. I see, if you think Xavier Woods will win it, put 1, or Cesaro 2. Last week I went for Sheamus to win and he didn't, but I'm going to go for Cesaro to win this match against Xavier Woods, which will probably frustrate Sheamus, because obviously Sheamus lost and Cesaro said that he would do better. So Sheamus told him to prove it, and he probably will today. Or will Xavier Woods pick up 2 wins out of 2, which would be good, which would be brilliant for Xavier Woods and New Day to pick up 2 straight wins over the bar.
I think they're in the ring with both these guys. Xavier Woods not a superstar to be underestimated. No, absolutely not. Xavier Woods deceptively powerful. A lot of times in NXT, very, very tough dynamic, and no quick in Woods whatsoever.
The fans chanting, "We want pancakes," after obviously the New Day doing all the little pancake things, their little pancake shtick that they do. You think Sheamus causes a disqualification? Yeah, no, he probably could, because there was a bit of tension between them backstage before. I don't know if they will ever consider splitting up at the bar, but I mean, I would prefer Sheamus and Cesaro to go singly, to be fair, because I think Sheamus and Cesaro are better as singles, chasing like a world championship rather than a tag team championship, to be fair. And maybe like Cesaro may probably, I'd rather see him probably chasing like a US championship, because I don't ever see him being like a world championship material. you don't know what they're missing. Well, I mean, they would be. I mean, they're not really missing much on my stream, really, are they? To be fair, because obviously um, other streams have got like about like hundreds and hundreds of people streaming, viewing their streams. You know, and loads of people chatting. They've got like sorry, it's another commercial break, so I've just muted the sound at the minute. And because obviously other streams have got like stuff you can do, like obviously chat to like loads more people because loads more people view it. They've got probably stuff where like you can like donate, or if someone does donate, like all this stuff comes up on it, which is cool, you know. But I'll probably never get around to doing all that, to be fair. Got good insights and predictions that make sense. Thank you again. I don't try and be biased at all. You know, obviously I prefer face wrestlers to heels, but you know there are some like brilliant heels out. Like Carmella's a great heel. The Iconics are as well. The Miz is a good heel as well. But yeah, I didn't actually see the Miz winning, but he did. It was obvious Charlotte Flair was going to win, and I do actually think Cesaro will beat Xavier Woods. But yeah, I mean, it could actually go down to Xavier Woods probably winning, as you said, by Sheamus causing a disqualification. Which I mean, I'm not saying, I wouldn't say it's unlikely. It could happen, you know, and it would be cool to see that, especially if they are bringing a bit of tension into the bar. Then that would actually be like one of the main causes of it, and that would be obviously one of the main causes of their tension if they keep it up. I just had someone else come in there to view the stream, and then they left within like 5 seconds, which, to be fair, you know, I don't blame them. But anyway, but yeah, we've still got the main event tonight, which is obviously Daniel Bryan and Rusev for the Money in the Bank qualifying match, which I do probably see Big Cass interfering in the match at some point, probably costing Daniel Bryan to keep up a rematch at Money in the Bank. Most probably at the minute. Xavier Woods is trying to come back, but Cesaro is still in control of this match at the minute. If I haven't already, I will thank you for the like on the video. And whenever you can, if you want to, that is, you can subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have, thank you. If you haven't, then it's completely up to you if you do or not. And then obviously and then they've got that bell icon as well, which will give you notifications on stuff that I post, and obviously when I'm doing a live stream and that. Oh, Xavier Woods with a good counter there to Cesaro. Oh, good move there from Xavier Woods. And Cesaro kicks out at 2.5. The Miz winning was a shock. It was. Well, yeah, no, and that is also a good point, actually. That tension will build. Obviously, like, I mean, if Sheamus caused a DQ as well, it would build, because obviously if Sheamus thinks if Cesaro thought he had it won, yeah, or with Cesaro winning, would probably frustrate Sheamus. Yes, I do see some tension coming. Yes, I do. And yes, of course, the Miz winning was a shock, because the match was Cesaro kicked out there at 2.5. But yeah, I mean, the Miz winning was actually a shock, because it was such a brilliant match. Okay, yeah, man, they were both dominating at some points in the match, but obviously, when you see like Jeff Hardy hitting 2 Twist of Fates and 1 Swanton Bomb, it's very rare on a show like this that they lose, because obviously in pay-per-views you see that a lot. Oh, Cesaro had a split on the middle rope on the counter 2, and then obviously Kofi helped there, and then Xavier Woods just had him there on a 2 count, which Cesaro kicked out of. Sheamus getting frustrated. Sheamus And Big E is throwing pancakes at Sheamus. Oh, Kofi Kingston attacking Sheamus on the outside. Oh, and Cesaro has beaten Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods jumped off the top rope, and Cesaro hit him with that Swiss uppercut to beat Xavier Woods. Him and Sheamus are celebrating. The New Day have gone in to check on Xavier Woods, but yeah, Cesaro beat him with that uppercut. It doesn't seem like there is any tension, but I don't think Sheamus would show it right now because he's just won. But yeah, Cesaro won the match. Good win there for Cesaro as well. It was a fantastic uppercut. To be fair, he jumped off the top rope, boom, uppercutted him, and pinned him 1, 2, and 3. Cesaro beat Xavier Woods, as my prediction again was correct. I got 1 wrong so far, which was Jeff Hardy. I've got 2 rights at the minute. But yeah, I did see Cesaro winning this one. What an uppercut, though. That was a fabulous uppercut from Cesaro. But yeah, Xavier Woods is actually bleeding from his mouth from that uppercut. I think that uppercut actually has like busted his lip. AJ Styles is backstage, or is coming backstage now to talk to Renee Young. He's got a nice old bruise on his cheek. He's not cleared to compete tonight either, AJ Styles. Shinsuke is still not done with AJ Styles, which, yeah, okay, it can be good, but look, man, it will get boring if they just keep doing it pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view. This will be the 4th pay-per-view now. It's going to be AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke speaks English again and says he's not done with me, then I guess we are not done. I don't care when, why, or where. If Shinsuke has the guts to sit back in the ring with me, I will finish him.
Yeah, I think so. At Money in the Bank, they have to have a real finish. I do agree. But would AJ Styles successfully defend it? I don't know. Or would they make whoever wins that Money in the Bank ladder match? If it is from someone on SmackDown Live, would they cash it in? But up next is Mandy Rose against Becky Lynch. Is up next here on SmackDown Live. They are just putting in one more match before that main event, and it's currently it is a commercial break at the minute before you see Becky Lynch taking on one of the ones I just said. So yeah, and that was a all right match, Cesaro and Xavier Woods. It could have gone on a bit longer. We had obviously the Miz Jeff Hardy match, which was I think about 20 minutes of just brilliant wrestling. Then we had obviously Charlotte Flair's match, which I think was about 10 minutes again of fantastic wrestling. And obviously this match, which was short, but I mean, it wasn't like a bad match, because obviously Xavier Woods had like a little bit of offense, but he didn't have much. Then obviously that mean looking uppercut to pin Xavier Woods. But yeah, in the match between Becky Lynch and Mandy Rose, I think that was it. I would see number 1 winning the match, which is Becky Lynch. I see her beating Mandy Rose. Well, I mean, I don't know, because look, man, they've had Charlotte Flair win. Okay, yeah, this is not a Money in the Bank qualifying match, as far as I know. As far as I know, it's not. But no, actually, yeah, I won't change my mind. I will stick to my gut instinct that Becky Lynch will win this match. that Becky Lynch will win this match, is what my gut instinct is saying to me. So yeah, so yeah, I was, I can't say it's been a bad show. It's been a good show, to be fair. So how is work for you? If you're still working, are you enjoying it? Because obviously once I finish this stream, I'll be going to bed, because obviously it is 2:30 in the morning where I am, and I hope you are enjoying work and that it is bearable for you, to be fair. So yeah, like I've said again, thank you for staying with this stream for so long, and for the video like. Whenever you have time, if you would like to, you can subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on Twitter at the Oliver James is my Twitter if you want to follow. Yeah, I do enjoy it most of the time. That's good. Almost done. I get out as soon as SmackDown ends. Oh, you get to leave as soon as it ends. That's not too bad then. Fair enough. You're nearly done. Well, so about another half an hour to go, which is pretty good. So yeah, if you wanted to, you could follow me on Twitter. Because obviously when I first done my SmackDown live stream, I had like 100 and something views. Obviously no one really stayed into my stream for as long as you have. It was just like the occasional viewers coming in. But I mean, ever since then, the views have just gone down, down, down for me. And just like tonight, I don't think I've had like over 50 views. But here are the Bludgeon Brothers backstage cutting probably a promo on the Usos.
So please, come play with us. We're waiting.
The SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions there, the Bludgeon Brothers. Becky Lynch is on her way to the ring, as I will be back in just 1 second to let you hear. If you can hear it very well, I will put the sound up a little bit higher. If you can hear Becky Lynch and Mandy Rose not coming to the ring before the main event, I'll just be back in 1 second.
Not so bullying from Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. And tonight, WWE is powered by new Tap Out Activewear, now available at Aeropostale and tapout.com. Well, I lost a couple weeks ago, and you still have a very hard time getting over it. Your own worst critic, record on Wall, want to hear tonight with Mandy Rose.
I know. I first start. Okay, our age was right. It is our time to stand on our own 2 feet. And you know what? We can both be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Great.
Ooh,
You know what's on there with right?
Oh, and here comes Paige.
Yeah, we heard you last week. We get it, but we realize something, Paige. Yeah, you're not our mom. I mean, you can desert us for this new cushy office job, but we promise that we will never abandon each other. Oh, well, this is actually really awkward. I wish you kept on this little text chain you had going on, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a heads up. Heads up about what? Well, Sonia, baby doll, you're barred from ringside. What? What?
Sonya Deville is barred from ringside. So Mandy Rose will be alone. So yeah, Mandy Rose got banned from ringside by Paige just now. No, sorry, Sonya Deville did. Sorry, Mandy Rose is on her way to the ring right now to face off against Becky Lynch. 1 for Becky Lynch, 2 for Sonya Deville. Mandy Rose, sorry, they're both the same. And I'm going to go for 1 Becky Lynch to defeat Mandy Rose.
You're ruining this. Just enjoy. Well, it's not often in life you get to see a work of art come to life. God's greatest creation gracing us with her presence. Shut your mouth and enjoy.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously Paige would seem like it now that she's obviously the general manager. She's in charge, just like most mums are in charge, aren't they? Regardless how old you are, they are always in charge. So yeah, basically, and they can tell her what to do, yes. And hopefully Becky Lynch wins. I've got, obviously, Becky Lynch to win. And then I've got Daniel Bryan in the main event to beat Rusev, barring Big Cass doesn't, obviously, come in and interfere in that main event. But right now, Becky Lynch is in the ring. She's facing off against Mandy Rose. I've got 1 Becky Lynch to win this match here tonight.
Focus is all there, knowing that she doesn't have her partner into the match. Sonya Deville at ringside. I think it's a little unfair of Paige to wait till the very last minute.
Oh, well, Corey Graves just does my head in, but anyway, he's so annoying, Corey Graves. Could make it as restless now when I have to hear him on commentary running his mouth. Yeah, Mandy Rose is in control of Becky Lynch at the minute. Oh. Oh, good kick there from Mandy Rose. And Becky Lynch kicks out at virtually 2.
Is Becky fully in mentally when it comes to this match? If we're talking about slumps, you of all people should be able to relate to Becky Lynch. You lived one. All the rest of the
okay, I'll give Graves some credit. He's an ultimate heel as well. There are little things that he says which are funny, but other than that, he's just so bloody annoying. They're just throwing punches at you now. Becky Lynch is in control of this match as at the minute. Oh, Luda Sama? Nope. Mandy Rose managing to roll out of harm's way there. Oh, the exploder from Becky Lynch. Oh, good counter there from Mandy Rose. And she's rolled up Becky Lynch. Oh. Mandy Rose has pinned Becky Lynch. She rolled up Becky Lynch for the 3 count. Becky Lynch is still in this slump. I should have actually seen this coming, to be fair, but I didn't. I went with Becky Lynch, so I've got 2 right, 2 wrong tonight so far. But yeah, it was it was just a quick match, because obviously they're trying to make room for this. You know, there still could be a third shock, Rusev beating Daniel Bryan, which, I mean, in some ways wouldn't be a shock if Rusev qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match, because we all know that like 99.9% Big Cass is going to come out and probably attack Bryan during the match, or either during the match to give it a disqualification win for Rusev, or attack Bryan, which would give Daniel Bryan the win via disqualification. But no, but yeah, I was not as shocked for this Mandy Rose win. I was so shocked when The Miz actually countered a Swanton Bomb pin to beat Jeff Hardy. I was in such shock for that one. But yeah, I do see Daniel Bryan beating Rusev to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And here comes Daniel Bryan now to the ring, to a massive ovation here in Baltimore. Yes chance here for Daniel Bryan. Yes. Say Money in the Bank qualifying match, Daniel Bryan versus Rusev Day. Well, not Rusev Day, all of them. It's just Rusev, Daniel Bryan now in a Money in the Bank qualifying match. The main event is next. We've just got a commercial break again. A commercial break before the Money in the Bank qualifying main event here on SmackDown Live. But yeah, I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen Samoa Joe tonight, actually. You know, unless like he's been kept off TV this week because obviously in my opinion, it was a shock defeat to Roman Reigns. I didn't actually expect Roman Reigns to beat Samoa Joe at Backlash, but he did. So basically, they made him lose to Brock Lesnar, Reigns, and then they made Reigns beat Samoa Joe. I don't get it. Samoa Joe would usually probably pummel. So Samoa Joe had a brilliant match against Lesnar, you know, and I was expecting and hoping Samoa Joe would pin Roman Reigns. I've got nothing. I've got nothing against Reigns, but the only problem is that they're trying to make him the top man in the WWE, but yet he doesn't get cheered apart from if he's a part of the Shield. So how can you make a guy who gets booed every day on a regular basis as your face of the company? And they thought that's why they changed it at WrestleMania, because he was not getting cheered, he was not over. So they were hoping as well at the Greatest Royal Rumble, but they did actually screw Roman Reigns out of that one. Then I think we're probably going to see it at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Lesnar Reigns again, most probably, which is going to be so bloody pointless. Unless, like, Brock Lesnar just doesn't show up. Well, when I say doesn't show up, unless he's not actually scheduled to compete at Money in the Bank anyway. But yeah, well, I mean, I do expect probably Samoa Joe to be in a qualifying match next week, probably on SmackDown Live. And Randy Orton. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen Randy Orton. I'll go with my 4 SmackDown Live picks. Obviously, The Miz is one of them. I hope Daniel Bryan. Then I'll go with obviously Samoa Joe and Randy Orton as well. And probably the 4 from Raw. Okay, Strowman, Finn Balor. So maybe not actually Roman Reigns, because I reckon they're actually going to put him in a rematch against Brock Lesnar and probably beat him. Then there's 2 more from SmackDown Live, from Raw, who can also qualify for it. Don't know who else they would put in there. Maybe like Jason Jordan if he's returning, or well, yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know. Me, I would obviously love to see John Cena come back and win the Money in the Bank briefcase, cash it in, and become the greatest champion of all time. He would be a 7-time champion. Well, no, actually, he wouldn't be a 17-time world champion. He'd be a 1-time Universal champion, which would make him a 17-time world champion. Actually, yes, it would. So here we go. We're getting ready for the main event here. Wow, a Money in the Bank qualifying match next week. The New Day versus The Bar. Whoever wins that match, a royal celebration next week. But I mean, whoever wins between the New Day and The Bar next week, they will have one member from their team enter the Money in the Bank ladder match. So if it was the New Day, I would put Kofi Kingston in the match because I've got so much time for him. But Andrade Cien Almas will debut next week on SmackDown Live. We finally will get to see it. He'll probably beat some jobber anyway. But yeah, I mean, I would pick, obviously, I would pick Kofi Kingston if I was the New Day to the New Day will tag team, so it'll probably be like Xavier Woods and probably like Big E, or whoever doesn't tag team in that match should probably be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And then obviously from The Bar, I'd pick Sheamus over Cesaro in that match anyway, just because obviously Sheamus is Irish and he's ruthless. The Bar wins, Cesaro is going to say he deserves to go due to that win tonight. Yes, actually, he probably would. And yes, that is actually an interesting stipulation from Paige. A proper tag team match, but yet whoever wins gets one man in it. That is actually pretty good. Aiden English getting booed.
No! And old DB will wish he still GM when it's Orion who is beating and breaking him. For he climbs up that ladder, grabs the briefcase to say, do you know what day is today?
Rusev Day. And here comes Rusev. Will Rusev beat Daniel Bryan? 1 for Daniel Bryan, 2 for Rusev, and I'm going to go with number 1, Daniel Bryan. I've gone with actually every number 1 today, to be fair with you. 2 win, 2 didn't. One, Daniel Bryan. Yeah, Daniel Bryan will win if Big Cass doesn't interfere in the match, yes. Rusev was over, like a month or 2 ago, but now he's not really over much because obviously they know WWE are just not going to give him that push that he actually deserves, Rusev. But yeah, who will be the second SmackDown Live superstar to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match?
Well, we saw it earlier on tonight. Daniel Bryan out to reclaim past glory back in 2011. Won the Money in the Bank contract.
It is unbelievably brilliant to see Daniel Bryan back fighting in a ring. I thought I was never going to see this moment ever again. And then obviously when he got cleared, it was unbelievable to see that. So yeah, there's still no update this week on Shane actually, because obviously last week they said that Shane would be missing due to an injury he sustained in the Greatest Royal Rumble. Good move there from Daniel Bryan. Oh.
Look how determined Daniel Bryan looks. Look at the welts all over Daniel Bryan's chest and abdomen from Big Cass this Sunday. I talk about the emotion coming into this building here tonight in Baltimore.
Rusev easily, just slams Daniel Bryan down to the canvas.
Amazing. That comeback story would be if Daniel Bryan could qualify for the Money in the Bank.
And Rusev flies over the top rope. Good counter there from Daniel Bryan. Here we go. Oh, Rusev caught it. Throws him over the announce table. What a counter from Rusev. Good counter there from Rusev as we go into yet another commercial break. So yeah, hopefully Daniel Bryan does win this match, and then he would be my pick. Either him or Braun Strowman are my picks on who I want to win the Money in the Bank actual ladder match. I don't mind Finn Balor, so obviously, if my two picks are Strowman and Daniel Bryan at the minute were not to win the ladder match, it would then probably drop down to, if it was Kofi in it, Kofi and Finn Balor. But I don't know if they will actually put Kofi in it or not. Because obviously we'll find out next week when that tag team match is, which I will be here streaming for Smackdown Live this time next week. Hopefully I can do Monday Night Raw as well on Monday. This time next Monday I'd be half. We would still have like an hour left of the stream. Because obviously Raw's a 3-hour show. Smackdown Live is only a 2-hour show, but yet Smackdown Live is actually the better show. Yeah, a few surprises actually today. You know, obviously the Miz winning, Mandy Rose beating Becky Lynch. Another surprise, obviously, is not seeing Samoa Joe today or Randy Orton. To be quite frank with that. And obviously, we're going to see yet another match between AJ Styles and Nakamura. Hopefully it's not just like a little quick squash match. Hopefully it's like 10-15 minutes of brilliance, because they owe us a monumental match between now a heel Nakamura and still the face that runs the place, AJ Styles. Hopefully they put on a classic after all these previous matches and beat downs. Has actually made it pretty enjoyable to watch, to be fair. But yeah, it's commercial break at the minute, which should be ending any second now, and it will be Daniel Bryan and Rusev in the ring anyway. But yeah. No, it's not been good. Good actual finishes to the match. No. But I mean, they always put on a good match, but it's just the finishes in recent matches, which has been a bit of a bummer, really. Here we go, qualifying match. Rusev is dominating Daniel Bryan at the minute. Maybe Big Cass may not actually be here, and hopefully will not attack Daniel Bryan. Unless, like, he will leave Daniel Bryan to fall. No, because if they are going to continue this rivalry, then they will have to put Big Cass in the Money in the Bank ladder match too. Or they'll make Rusev beat Daniel Bryan because of Big Cass. Good move there from Daniel Bryan. Yes, chance from the WWE Universe here in Baltimore. Daniel Bryan is now taking control out of this match. Out. I just trod on something, a nail or something, and that actually stung a bit. That did actually. Ow. Good move again there from Daniel Bryan on Rusev. Fantastic move. Hopefully Daniel Bryan wins the match. I've got nothing against Rusev. It would just be he's been cleared now, and then he comes back and we'll get a great chance to win the Money in the Bank ladder match, hopefully. Yes, kicks here on Rusev. Oh, Rusev countered it. Tried to get him into the accolade. Bryan countered that. Oh, a two count where Rusev kicks out of the roll up. And what a kick that Bryan and Daniel Bryan kicks out of that. It's back and forth, pinfall after pinfall so far. Both superstars kicking out at the counts of 2. Now Rusev is calling for the crush, for the accolade, I should say, sorry. So now Rusev's wrist is apparently bad, so then he can't get him in the accolade. Yes, lock on Rusev here. And Rusev gets to the ropes.
Remember, the winner of the Money in the Bank ladder match with the contract over a year-long span. An opportunity in a world championship. Bryan now slowly building momentum.
Oh, good counter there from Rusev on Daniel Bryan. Oh, Bryan lands it on his feet. Good kick. Daniel Bryan's lining him up here now for those running knees that he uses. Yes. And then Aiden English rolls Rusev out of the ring. Oh, and then Daniel Bryan takes out both Aiden English and Rusev. And then Bryan takes down Rusev outside of the ring. Top turnbuckle. Good kick there from Daniel Bryan. And a kick up. And a kick up from Daniel Bryan. Is he sensing the end? Is he sensing his match? Is he sensing that he's going to the Money in the Bank ladder match? Oh, good counter. Rusev kneeing Daniel Bryan right in those bad ribs. Oh, good kick. Bryan's out, surely. He is. Rusev pins Bryan clean. He pins him clean. No Big Cass interference. A big kick. Bang. Daniel Bryan gets beaten clean by Rusev. I did not see that coming. So obviously they are going to continue that Big Cass Daniel Bryan feud, obviously. I can't believe Daniel Bryan lost, to be fair. Yes, that is a massive win for Rusev. He is now the fourth man in the Money in the Bank ladder match, the second from SmackDown Live. But this was a shock. Massive kick there, and pins him 1, 2, 3, clean as day. Yeah, it was a clean win. 1, 2, 3, no interference at all from like Big Cass or anyone. I don't see, unless Big Cass is not actually going to come out to the ring here today. Maybe not. Which I was very surprised about, actually. I don't think he will do, because SmackDown Live is meant to be finishing in like a second of anyway. But Daniel Bryan is favouring those ribs. Hang on. Daniel Bryan did fight valiantly in this one. But yeah, Daniel Bryan, I don't think will not probably have like any more qualifying matches. He probably only has this one and is over. And as it's saying now, SmackDown Live is over. 205 Live is up next, but I don't do 205 Live at all. I just try and do Raw, and obviously I do SmackDown. Raw never works on Mondays for some stupid reason. But SmackDown Live has worked the whole way through this time on Tuesday. So yeah, as you can tell, I will give a quick recap. Jeff Hardy lost to The Miz earlier for a great 20-minute match. It was brilliant. Charlotte Flair qualified as well for the match. She will join Ember Moon when she beat Peyton Royce in a good match as well. Cesaro beat Xavier Woods, and then obviously Paige has made an announcement for next week that the New Day, 2 members of the New Day will fight, obviously both members of the Bar. The winner of that tag team match will have one man from their team representing them in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Mandy Rose defeated Becky Lynch, and then in this main event, Rusev picks up a clean win over Daniel Bryan there, and that is SmackDown Live for you. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember, when this goes up on YouTube, if you want to watch, if you want to like the video afterwards, you can do, and you can also subscribe to my channel at the Oliver. No, just subscribe to my channel. You can, follow me on Twitter at the Oliver James, and other things like Patreon I've got as well, Snapchat, I've got Facebook. If you want it, you just comment or message me or tweet me, whatever for that, and Instagram as well. This has been Smackdown Live, and I have been your host, Oliver James. I will see you hopefully Monday for Raw. If not, then I'll see you this time next week for Smackdown Live. I hope everyone has a great week and weekend. See you later. Goodbye for now.